In this video, I'm going to talk about like how you can make this type of portfolio filter and how we can integrate or add in your website. First, let me tell you like overview about this plugin, like how it's gonna work. Let me tell you that. So if you see in my website and if you see the homepage, as you can see here, show all, Stack and React app. That means when someone click on show all, then they can see all the, the portfolio that I was add in my website. They can show all. And if you see in a specific like Stack, they can see only specific product that I was add in my portfolio. They can see it. And if someone click on here the image, they can see here the option, and also here the title. If they click on the title, they will redirect on the page like the details page, and they can see something like. And as you can see, if you see here the URL like project URL, category, tools, tags, you can easily customize as you need, and also you can customize the images that you need. And the good thing is like you can customize this thing via Elementor. This is the extra point, and we can also change the color if we need it. Now let me show you like how you can integrate this type of system. First, you have to log in your admin panel like WordPress admin panel, and then hover on here the plugins and click on add new. Then you have to search here the search bar like search portfolio, and when you search portfolio, then you will see lots of plugins that is available in the market. But you have to just install this portfolio like this one. This is come from Radius theme. And just you have to activate this plugin that, as you can see, already installed, and I'm just going to activate it. So when we activate it, we'll get some extra option in our website. As you can see, if you see here, we get here the portfolio option, as you can see, and now in all portfolio, we can see all the portfolio, and here the shortcodes, and here the setting. So before before continue, first of all, we have to add in a portfolio that is needed. Just click on here the add portfolio option and add in a portfolio. Let me show you like which type of option they are providing us. So in free option, we can get in a title. Let me type in a title like test title, and we can type some description here. And if you scroll down, you'll see like short description. Short description means like if you see in here, this is the short description and this is the big description. Like, if you see here, this is the big description. So we can type here the same thing. This is called short description, and we can type here big description. And if I scroll down, I will see like the client name. If you want to add, then complete date. If you want to add, then project URL. If you see in my website, then I already set up in a project, and also I give in a project URL. So if you have the URL, then you can put, or if you don't have, then it's okay, you can rest it. And here total use, like, okay, so which tool we are using this? So we just use React and JavaScript. So I just type this and custom field if you want to add anything, but we don't need it, just rest it. Okay. And if you see the sidebar, disable section. So when this one will show which thing you just want to disable. So in my case, I don't want to disable anything now. And later if I need, then I'll do. And now I have to set up an images. It's something like previous that let me add it like this is our images I set up here. And let's go to here the tag. If you have any tags, then you can add. And we have to add something. This is called test. This is our category. It's really needed when it is going to add in a portfolio. We have to add in a, the category is really important. And here's some here are some pro features, but now we don't need really like the pro feature. Free is awesome, I think. And just click on the publish button for publishing this. This portfolio successfully saved, and just go to here, just click on here view post to check it out. All right, so it really looks great. As you can see, it really looks great. And now I hope you understand what is the short description and what is the big description. Now let me make some duplicate of this, the portfolio that I can easily understand. So I just duplicate these two, and let me change here one category. Let me put different name, it's 2, and just publish it, that you can easily identify which one for which, So let's go to here the 3 one, and just come back here, and let's type another, test 2 category. It's called a category. So let me remove the previous one and this is the test2 category. So we create 2 category and some posted that is already created here, so it will be updated soon, because I already changed, I know this. So in here we have to go to here the shortcodes to implement this thing in our website. So go shortcode. All right, so now we have to create shortcode. Okay, so the shortcode features is like in which page how many things you just want to show. That means you can create different, different. For example, you have in a portfolio page, you just want to show everything in a portfolio page. So you can do this. You don't have to, you don't have to take hassle. And again, you want to create something and you just want to show in a home page, then you can create different shortcut from this. And the one extra thing is like you can use this thing anywhere, anywhere. So let's create this. Click on here the shortcode button. If you not understand what I'm just going to say, just wait and continue watch this video. I hope you will understand. So when I click on add shortcode, then I have to type the title. So this is for home page, so I just type a name that I can easily identify, and I just copy here the name, and in here the layout, they're just telling you which type of layout do you want. So in my case I want like this, and I also like this type of, like here the layout, like this one, and also like this one, because it's really cool, I think. And here we can change it as we needed. Now we don't need. Okay, so in desktop column how much you want, tablet 2 column, mobile 1 column, pagination now we don't need because this is for home page, we don't need the pagination. And image size how much you want, so we can set portfolio. Okay, so we can medium, it's kind of okay now, I think. Here the short description limit, how much short description you want, I think 99 it's okay. And if you, okay, so in here we can see the demo, that how it's look like. As you can see, this will be look like. So if I going to change it to like another, like layer 2, then I can see different, it's now looking something like. And if I am going to change it to like layer 3, then it's look like this. So this gonna be like the the difference between this style. And I hope guys you can choose. Okay, if you want something like a slider, then you can make it from here. Okay, but I don't really want something slider, I want something simple like the layout 1. And how it's look like. Okay, so it really looks simple, but if I look at number 3, so it's really cool, I think. Okay, so let's go to the other one, like the filtering. Include only which post you just want to show, like if you want to show any specific, then you can make from here. And include limit how much you just want, I want only 6, I don't need much. And the category, I don't want to select anything. And order by, we don't need to change anything else here. And the field section means which thing you just want to show. As you can see now, it's just showing like the name and short description, that's why we're getting this. But if you want to change, if you want to select like the project URL, then we can see the project URL also. If you want to add in a tools, then you also see the tools in here. And if you want to check it out like this category, then you can also see the category, which category from this, so we can easily identify. So you can put whatever you need and whatever you like. So I'm just resting it from all. And here the styling, that means we can change the color as well. Alright, so if you see here the first one, like the primary color, if you are going to change something, I'm just going to make it black, then as you can see it's now changed. So this is the primary color, so I don't really want to change anything, so let me make it clear. And overlay color I don't need. And button background color look like in a black, I think black is okay. So button, okay, so it's really cool now, the black. And when it's gonna hover, then what happened? So when it's gonna hover, then it will be look like this, I think. Okay, I think this one is good. Okay, which one is good? I don't know. Okay, so I'm just resting it one that you can easily understand. So the bottom active color, so it's really black. Button text color, it's really white because we really need white. So as you can see, now it's really cool. So we can put different color. Now it's not really makes sense the color, but you can put like different one, as I use here the black and orange type of color. I don't know the name. So here the color text, so it's really white. We don't need this. And if you need padding, then I can. And if you see the name, we can put the different font size and different width in here. So the name and title, I want to make it bold. So let's see how it's look like. Okay, so now this is the bold, and if you see, if we're going to change the name, if we're going to change the color, then you can make. So in really I just want the black color because it really looks good in black, so it really makes sense now. So name hover, when someone hovered the name, what happened? So when someone hovered the name, it's look like this, and then it will be bold, and font size is okay. So when someone hover, then they're just getting this type of color. So you have to push something is matching in a website, not like randomly select. You don't have to do this. Just finding out which color it's really looks meaning, you know, really looks good. So here's short description, which color we need. I think the short description it's okay, it's not really bad. And the project URL and icon meta, I think it's kind of okay, but we have to remove the project URL because it's not really looks good. So go to the field section and remove the project URL. I hope it will be removed now. As you can see, it's really good now. So now click on the publish button, and then go back again here, the portfolio, like the shortcodes. Just click on again the shortcode. Then I hope we will get the short. All right, so we'll get the shortcode here. Just copy the code shortcode, and now go in where you just want to put this. So in my case, I just want to show in my, you know, in my home page. So I just come in my home page and click on here the either Elementor, and now I just going here. So I just want to put it in this section. So let's click on plus, and I have to okay, so I have to make it a simple, you know, it's called a raw. So I just take a raw, and now go back again and take a shortcode option. If you search in here shortcode, then you will get it. So I just find it, just drag and drop shortcode, and I just put this thing, and now I have to do apply. All right, so as you can see, when I save it, I get something like, and when I click on test one, I get only test, you know, test portfolio, and when I click on test 2, then I get test 2 portfolio. When I click on show all, then I can see all the things. It's really cool, but if you see in here the Elementor, it's really look like messy because this thing come from server. That's why it's gonna happen. So don't worry about this, and just check your internet connection, or if you're using like easy WP hosting, then this is gonna common because easy WP hosting is very bit slow. So now let's go to here and just add some padding top to bottom, then it's look more meaningful. And now I just add top to 2, and here bottom it's going to be 2, and just update it, then it will be more better, you know. And if you're going to check it from phone, then it's really of course responsive. You don't have to worry about the responsiveness. Okay, so let's click on here the link, and let's open it, and let's see how it's gonna look. Okay, so it really looks good now. So now let me tell you how you can edit the portfolio via Elementor. So to do that, you have to go to here again the backend, and here you have to find out Elementor, and you have to go the setting, and in here you have to check mark on this portfolio and landing page. Then you are able to edit the portfolio page via Elementor. So let me show you. Go back again the portfolio. So let's edit the first one. Here the option edit, just click on the edit button, and here the option like edit the Elementor, just click on the button, then you can edit it. But if you see here, you know, before start the video, I tell you about like disable section. That means if you want to disable something, like disable like a breadcrumb, disable title, if you want to do anything else, then you can easily do, because, you know, but I think we don't have to disable it anything else in our website because it's really cool. But some themes have the option, you know, some themes. So if you have this option in your theme, then you can do disable from here. Okay, so let's click on here the edit with Elementor. Here the box like drag widget here, it really looks like small, so don't worry about this. Just try to put something, then see it's gonna work or not. So let's just click on plus icon and just add this you know, this raw, it's called section, it's not really raw, so the section. And now I'm just going to put something like in a title. All right, so when I put the title, as you can see, it really looks like a bigger, not like this normal that we're seeing here. So don't worry about this. Okay, if you see it's a little bit like in a small widget, then just put something, then check it out, because now I'm using Astra theme, and previously in my website I was using, I think, Cadence or Ocean WP, so it's working as well. So don't worry about this. Now let me click on here again like the 2 section, and let me drag and drop both like 2 images in here. And now it's really cool. If you click on here, in here the section, and go to like full width, then it will look like full width. Okay, so if you click on here full, then the image will be show the full. Okay, so don't worry about this. So you can put like the relevant information in there. So let's add these images. I don't know it's gonna suitable or not, so you can add this one. So it really looks good, it's not really bad. Okay, and also this one, and let's add this and update it and go back and reload the page, and I think it's gonna okay. As you can see, it really looks good. We can customize it as well. All right, so now if you want to create a portfolio page, how we can do? So it's really simple, man, that we already follow. It's really simple. So if you want to use the existing like this shortcode, then you can use, or if you want to create a different one, then we can. So you can duplicate this like this shortcode from here. Just click on here the duplicator, and then we can change a little bit like the the filter option. We can change a little bit, then you can use it. So I already duplicated, and let's go to edit portfolio page. If you want to change the styling, that you can change, you can use the different styling as you wish. And in my case, I just want to change the filter. Like as you can see in here, it's showing the limit. I just going to remove the limit because I just want to show all the portfolio that is I already add my website. I just want to show all, and here the file section, here the filtering. I don't want to do anything else in there. So let me publish this code, and let's go back again here, the shortcodes option, and let me copy here. Okay, so one thing I forget, I have to change the title that I can easily identify which one for what. And now I'm just going to copy here the portfolio shortcode, and now I'm just going to create a new page. It's called portfolio. Just hover on the pages and click on add new, and here you can put here the directly you can put the shortcode, or if you want to edit it, or if you want to add something more, then you can click on here edit with Elementor. Then you can customize as you wish. Like in portfolio page, if you don't want to do anything, just you don't want to customize anything, then you can rest the shortcode in here and just publish the page. It will be work as well. But if you think like in portfolio page you will just want to add more content and you just want to edit it via Elementor, then you can just click on here edit the Elementor button, then you can easily edit. Okay, so as you can see, it's now really looks like this. So if you want to change the designing, then just click on here edit the element. Okay, then I hope guys you can do this. It's really simple work, it's not really hard, and I hope guys you understand this thing. So if you have any question, then please let me know in comment section, and if you like this video, please click on this like button, and if you're new here in my channel, so please try to subscribe, because in my channel I need few subscribers for reaching 5K subscriber. So please do it.